In this session, we're going to show you how to manipulate your discipline data once you get it into Excel file. So I have a mock file here with some teachers and discipline data inserted already. If I want to expand this column and make it easier to read part of the parts here, I'm just going to click between and drag that over. Just the next thing I'm going to do is place a filter on my top column. So I'm going to do that by clicking Data and then click Filter, which will put drop-down menus across the top, so that if I want to, for instance, choose this drop-down menu and look at my discipline referrals from their oldest to the newest, I can do that, and then I can see my discipline referrals in order they happened. Or if I just want to look at a specific teacher, I could click here on this drop-down menu and only look at teacher 1. Okay. I'm going to pull that back to normal. Once again, the most important thing we're going to do is insert a pivot table. I'm going to do that by clicking Insert, Pivot Table, and then say OK. That will allow me to count up all the information I have in my document. So you see I have a field over here where all the fields data are listed. So I'm going to choose specific ones to go down into these boxes here so I can get some data. First one I'm going to choose is referral name. Slide that down to the data rows. I do that by clicking on it and dragging it down to rows. Then I'm going to choose event name and pull it over to column labels. I'm also going to pull event name down to the values, and then I'm going to choose the little drop down menu beside that and click the view field settings and change that to count. Say OK. There I have all of them, the discipline referrals in different categories for these teachers. The other thing you might want to do to make it easier to read is these top labels are so long. What I would do is change the text direction to straight up and down. You can do that by clicking over here. That highlights all those rows. Then I'm going to click my home button, and here is the text direction area. Click that, and I want them to rotate the text straight up. Now I can resize all of these columns by simply double clicking between, clicking in the top left corner and then double clicking between A and B, and that will resize all of these rows for me so that I can read all this together. So for each teacher, you see here for a teacher I've got the total discipline referrals here, and then I have the categories listed from left to right. Also have the grand totals for the school down here. Now the other thing I can do is if I want to desegregate this data farther, I can pull other pieces of it down into this area. So the other data fields you may want to pull down are from up here. For example, you could pull student grade down underneath behavior detail, and that would actually split the grades up for you so that you can see if this teacher is giving more or less discipline in a specific grade level. I'm going to drag that back up. You might also want to do gender. Pull the gender down below behavior detail, and you can see the gender breakout for each teacher. And you can do this with any field that is currently up there. So you can see how you can play with this data and get pretty much any kind of information you want.